Continues from New York City with Cynthia McFadden.
We turn now to fashion and a look that's back on the runway after decades in the closet where maybe it should have stayed. But anyway, most recently, it was a signature of 80s so-called power dressing. Well, this fall, shoulder pads aren't just for football players. And from Miguel Marquez, it's a sign of the times.
What is it that made those 80s ladies so fabulously mean? In the iconic 80s show Dynasty, the rich, powerful, or just downright nasty donned shoulder pads and a perpetual game face. The legendary Queen of Mean, with shoulders to match, knows what fashionistas have known for a few seasons.
You think the shoulder pads are back in style?
Well, I know they are. I mean, you only have to look at any of the magazines now.
And you only have to look at the runways of London, New York, and Paris to know shoulder pads have gone mainstream. Ladies with an attitude, tough girls for tough times.
It's an extreme look. It's a tough look.
It is a tough look. There is absolutely nothing girly, nothing soft about this look. So, yeah, I think maybe it does. I mean, fashion absolutely reflects what's going on in the culture.
In the 1930s, the Depression years, shoulder pads were huge thanks to Joan Crawford and the power of Hollywood. The 40s and 50s, they got smaller. In the 1960s, the hippies and their flower power killed the shoulder pad. The 1970s, of course, were all about disco. The 80s started off with recession, but quickly became about big money and big shoulders. But make no mistake, these are not your mother's shoulder pads.
So here we have a D&G jacket, and you can see where I'm going with that. That's very exaggerated, but rounded.
It goes from here all the way to the elbow.
Yes, exactly.
Shoulder pads of the 80s might look okay on a linebacker. Think Sean Young in the 1982 film Blade Runner.
It's artificial?
Of course it is.
This season, they come in just about every size and shape. Razor sharp, billowy, and big. Different from the 80s, but still a trend that just a year ago would have made you say, ew.
It looks so fitted and really good on women. It really does. It suits the shape of a woman.
This is a modern look.
It's a very modern look. It's tailored, it's sharp, it's very clean and put together.
This is from the Spring/Summer piece.
London designer Emma Griffith.
Kind of like just soft sort of draping, and this is taken from like a tuxedo jacket.
She grew up in the 80s. Her current collection borrows from that time, but more than anything, she wants women to feel tough.
I like to create sort of like really strong pieces, and I'm about a look. You know, like I said, that look is about being fierce. And
So fierce, what does that mean?
yeah, I suppose it means kind of we're pretty, we're girly, we're feminine, and I think I'm trying to do something that's a little bit more sort of punchy.
It definitely makes you feel stronger. It gives you a bit of an attitude.
And who couldn't use a little attitude these days? I just hope we can avoid that 80s big hair. For Nightline, I'm Miguel Marquez in London.
Oh boy, Miguel Marquez reporting.